Associates. We have a special treat for everyone today. We're putting a little different spin on our typical training webinars. And what we did is we teamed up with Jake from Phoenix Life, and we kind of, yes, we're going to, of course, bring a product, but we really wanted to focus on the top sales ideas and strategies for 2015 to help you get your foot in the door and create annuity sales. If you're brand new to the annuity world or you've been in this arena for a while now, everybody will walk away with a new strategy or sales concept by the end of today's training webinar. I've heard this training webinar from Jake a few times, and it is awesome, so I made him promise that he would go over everything with the Levinson agent. So we're very, very excited about this. We have some new contests that we tied into this. We're also giving away a batch of free leads to the 100th registrant on today's webinar. So we're going to announce that at the end of today's call. So, of course, stay tuned, and you can obviously take out a pen and paper, jot down any questions, comments that you might have throughout the webinar, and then, of course, we will answer any questions after the call. We do have a closed line because of the number of attendees. So, of course, call or email, feel free to pick up the phone, and please let us know what your thoughts are. And, of course, if you need any brochures or if you have questions on any of the products or strategies that you're going to hear about. We're also going to send out an email to all participants on today's call, and we'll include most of the information that you're going to hear. And then just don't forget, Josh Hoffman in our office runs our annuity division, and we have all the top carriers and products. Okay, everything. In fact, we're going to show you a bunch of new technology and tools that you can utilize to sell more annuities, but also pick up the phone and call Josh. Okay, he's a COU, CHFC. He has his master's in finance. He knows annuities like the back of his hand. Anything to do with tax penalties or advantages, if you have a complex situation with transfers or rollovers, Josh is your man. So don't forget that. We also have Joseph Lockrid joining us today as well. So he's going to talk about a few pieces of technology that's going to ultimately help you sell more annuities. Now, most of the agents on today's call, okay, have done a ton of business with us. If you're new to the annuity arena, we're going to show you some neat quote engines and updated rate sheets that are all done in real time that are going to help you sell annuities and just kind of get your hands around the concepts and what's available to you today. So just sit tight, and we'll show you a little sneak peek of what's to come. Just in, we rolled out our 2016 annual Levinson Agent Expo. Okay, jot this down, very important. The date is April 8th, 2016. And the reason why I'm so excited about this for all of our agents is, A, what we did this year a little different from the previous years is we started our qualification levels today. Okay, so in other words, you can qualify for a free night and round-trip airfare from anywhere in the country, starting at just $15,000 of paid premium, and that includes life premium, annuity premium, long-term care, disability, supplemental health products. Everything that we have to offer counts for these levels that you're looking at in that blue box. So even if you maybe you're brand new with us and maybe you didn't hit that first number at $15,000, the expo is free to all Levinson agents. This is a day built around our agents. The point is, we want you to walk away from this event with tons of ideas, strategies, and concepts to help you make more sales. Okay, insurance in general. You're going to hear and talk all about life, disability, long-term care, of course, annuities. So everything wrapped up under one umbrella. We bring in our top underwriting and VPs from across the country. We roll out our new technology platform. We have our vendors in from all over the country, literally. So it's a day built around you. We bring in breakfast, snacks, lunch, of course, complimentary, but really a great chance for you to qualify. It's just $15,000 a paid premium to stay at our beachfront location, and then, of course, you hit the next level at $40,000, and you get round-trip airfare from anywhere in the country. Bring the family down and spend the weekend at the beach in South Florida, especially where up north it's going to be a little bit chilly. So it's a great time for everyone. Okay, so moving forward, Joe is going to talk about our upcoming training webinars, and then we have some new incentives that we built just around today's training webinar. Joe?
Thanks, Bill. As usual, we do record all webinar sessions and post them to the Levinson YouTube channel. So everybody on today's call, like Bill mentioned, will receive an email with that link so you can play back the webinar and go over all the sales ideas that we're covering. I do want to cover a couple upcoming webinars as early as tomorrow. In fact, you'll see at the top of the screen, tomorrow at 2 p.m., we're going over the VBA accident insurance product, which is part of our Sell While You Sleep platform, which allows you to actually have a sales website where clients can go, they can run quotes, they can apply for insurance, and with some new products we introduced, one in particular is actually called the University Plus Youth Life, which is just for children and youth. They can actually quote themselves, apply, and actually print their policy in a matter of minutes. So it's a completely online sales platform. That VBA product is part of that system as well. On Tuesday, which is the 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going over Index Universal Life sales ideas and concepts, specifically focusing on overfunding IUL products and taking out that tax-free retirement. We're going to run for about 30, 45 minutes on Tuesday the 28th, a great way to get some insight, learn some new sales ideas, and see what some of the more successful agents are doing with that IUL product. And then on Wednesday, which is the 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're having a webinar on John Hancock's new Vitality program. It's a great way to actually market new products in a new way to the consumer. We're actually tying in an incentive for clients to actually exercise, make sure that they maintain their health, and the carrier is actually giving away discounted premiums. They're giving away vacation packages, all sorts of things to really promote the healthier lifestyle that's focused around that John Hancock Vitality program. So we're going to be covering that entire program, again, which is Wednesday the 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern, and talk a little bit more about the sales ideas involved with that platform.
Okay, thank you, Joe. So the Levinson Annuity portfolio, okay, like I said earlier, Josh Hoffman heads up this division, and literally, even if you don't know how to spell annuity, pick up the phone, call Josh. He'll hold your hand and get you all the illustrations and material that you need so you sound intelligent when speaking to your client. Basically, he does everything except talk to your client. That's obviously where you come in. But call him anytime. That's what he's here for. Also, what we did, okay, is any Levinson active agent that writes an annuity application with us on your first annuity, you simply send in that tablet coupon. We will mail your 16-gig tablet out as soon as that case goes issue, paid, or in force. So that coupon is also available on our website. Just print it out, send it in with that first application, and we'll mail your free tablet out as soon as that case is approved and in force. So just a great way to get comfortable with the annuity division and, of course, get a free tablet, and we will meet and beat all commissions with our cash for contracting program as well. So a really neat opportunity there. Okay, so just like the life side, we are out there and literally we're surfing online, reading all the latest articles. I'm heavily involved in NALBA's networking group. So if there's a hot new product or carrier that comes out, maybe a new indexed annuity that launches that has a lot of value and some neat riders, we're going to be the first ones to offer that product to you. Okay, so obviously we're going to do our due diligence, and if everything pans out, we are going to bring this product to our field force. So those are just a few of the carrier names that you're looking at in front of you. We have all the latest and greatest fixed and indexed annuities available from those carriers, and we actually have about 20 more that's not listed. So if you don't see a certain product or company, let us know, and of course we will get you contracted and up and running. We also have the exclusive scholarship program. So up to 1 free year tuition. We have about 20 different annuity products that come with this scholarship. So again, you talk about value added and what you can bring to your clients that the competition can't is a competitive annuity with a free scholarship program. So just another way to have 1 foot above the competition. We have a video on the bottom there that talks all about using annuities with the free scholarship program. In fact, we'll include that in today's email that goes out to everyone on the call. So again, just a great way to separate yourself. Okay, moving forward, Joe's going to talk about the new part of our website that just focuses on annuities. Then he's going to show you some neat technology that you can utilize as early as this afternoon. Joe?
Thanks, Bill. So what I did in this next screen is I took a screenshot of the actual marketing tab of CarrieLevinson.com. You'll see I'm underneath that Levinson annuity section. Again, like Bill mentioned, Josh Hoffman internally is at extension 23, and I want to go over just some of the resources that are available with this annuity site. Like Bill mentioned, we're constantly adding new sales tools, new concepts. In fact, just new in about the last month, we've added some new annuity calculators. You also have access to some great annuity sales software, which is through a company called Insmark. Normally costs about $800 or $900 to use that program. We give it to all active agents absolutely at no cost. So you can use that to actually create your own type of personalized presentation for the clients. Bill mentioned the annuities and scholarships. That is a great way to get your foot in the door. We also have a great direct mail lead program for the annuity group. You can actually reach out to Josh Hoffman to get more details, but that direct mail program for the annuity division is getting about 2.5% of an average response rate. So you can reach out to Josh. He can get you up and running very, very quickly. It's very easy. It is one of the best turnkey lead programs for the annuity marketplace that we've ever seen. We also have an annuity quote engine that's built right into that CarrieLevinson.com website. All you have to do is log in, go to that quote tab, pull up that annuity quote engine. You can view all index, single premium, fixed annuity products. You can actually sort them by rating. So just a great way to use all these resources. I mentioned the Insmark platform. I'm going to dive into a little bit more. What's so great about Insmark is that it integrates with a lot of carriers' software. So if you run an illustration, you can literally click a button. All that information inside of that illustration is actually going to transfer right into that Insmark system. And I just listed a couple different samples of what you can show and gave you a quick example. You know, we all know the carrier illustrations are not the most consumer-friendly marketing pieces in the world. So we developed all these different concepts and worked with Insmark to make it available to all agents. Just a great way to show something to your client that makes sense. It's easy to understand, and it really helps you in that entire sales portfolio. And again, give us a call here at the office after the webinar, and we can actually help get you up and running with that free software.
Okay, thanks, Joe. So we have 1 slide left, and then we're going to dive into the presentation with Jake. So just right before we dive in here, if you want to see the latest rates and run some comparisons in real-time fashion, everything is available on our CarrieLevinson.com website under the annuity section. So everything is updated in real time with the carriers. Okay, so this information is good as gold. And again, if you need help, let us know, and we will hold your hand to get you comfortable. Okay, so please don't forget, at the end of the presentation, we're going to announce the winner of the free batch of mortgage leads, all fresh and exclusive, and we will email those out to you right after the webinar. So without further ado, we have a good friend and our National Sales VP at Phoenix on the annuity division. Okay, Jake Quaglioli is going to dive into the top 2015 annuity sales strategies. Jake?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bill and Joe. And that's a lot of exciting stuff. As they mentioned, we've had a long-standing relationship, and to see some of those tools and resources that you guys have are definitely going to allow you to continue to close more sales. And I hope, based on some of the strategies and items that you're going to see here over the next 25 minutes or so as we dive into our portfolio and some advanced sales strategies, It's going to allow you to piggyback and take advantage of the many resources and great tools that you've got through Levinson. And again, get more leads, get in front of more people, close more sales, and at the end of the day, do what we do best, and that's be there at a client's need. Before we dive into some of the sales strategies, what I like to do, though, is take a quick step back and take a look at our target market, our clients, and look at the opportunity in front of us. I know sometimes we just get into our day-to-day routine, and it's, you know, we're talking to clients, and sometimes we don't stop to think about keywords or phrases that we're hearing or little lead-ins that maybe the client's given us, but because it's not something we're focusing on or thinking about at that point in time, we gloss right over it. So when we think about prospects or think about clients that you've recently talked to or you've been trying to get in the front door, what are some of the targets that we're looking at, or what other opportunities might open up in terms of the annuity side of things? Obviously, we're looking at recent retirees or individuals who are recently unemployed that have 401ks or pension plans that need to be rolled over. We're looking for individuals who are looking to diversify their safe money. We've had clients that over the last 4 or 5 years, if they've had assets with market exposure, they've probably done really well. I'll argue with you that this is a great time to sit down with those clients and talk about the impact of what a 2008, 2009 type market correction could have on their timing for retirement, on their lifestyle in retirement. It's not a fear factor type sale, it's a reality sale. You know, we often hear in times that the only guarantees out there are death and taxes, but I'll guarantee a third one. Every bull market becomes a bear, and every bear a bull. And so this is a great opportunity to really start talking about clients with reduced risk tolerance, looking to diversify safe money, locking in some of the gains that they've had, and guarantee an income stream for life, which is something you really can't do with any other product out there in the open marketplace. And when we think about that, let's take a look at the statistics that are out there. It's anticipated by next year that there'll be close to $600 billion in assets out there in the rollover marketplace, a huge number. Again, you look at that number and you think, yeah, but you know, what's really the exposure? What's the opportunity there for me? We'll take a look at this next slide, and we look at the percent of rollover dollars and how they're invested. So again, think this number, close to $600 billion. Currently, almost 80% of those assets have market exposure. So again, it might be a difficult conversation right now because the last 4 or 5 years, although it's been volatile, it seems like we're setting new records in terms of the S&P every 2-3 months. But if we can start having that conversation, what would a change in, if we had a 2008, 2009, again, what type of impact would that have on your retirement dollars? What type of impact would that have on your retirement planning? It's a great way or a great conversation starter to get some of the risks and concerns that are out there and get a client to see the benefits of the index annuity that we've got. In addition to that, almost 80%, another 14, 15%, sort of that lazy money concept. Roughly 14% of assets have no upside potential right now because they're sitting in a savings account or a checking account. And we all know we're in a low interest rate environment, so those assets aren't even keeping up with inflation. So put it all together, you've got almost 95% of assets that either have full market exposure or really no upside opportunity in today's marketplace. A great opportunity for us to go in, again, and start talking about a four-corner offense and what we're trying to do by presenting index annuities that have no market volatility on the downside and also can guarantee an income stream for life. And to hammer it home, and I'm not going to walk through every bullet point on this slide, but at the end of the day, take a look at that statistic over on the right-hand side. 70% of middle-income boomers are not confident they'll have enough money to live comfortably through retirement. So circle that back to our client money and what our prospect slide. What we're looking at doing is diversifying client safe money so that we can help lower this 70%, address the risks on the left-hand side of the screen, and also ensure that that client knows, regardless of how long they live, they're going to have a guaranteed income stream that can help, again, maintain their lifestyle through retirement. So why is that number so high? And I think part of it is, as we all know, we see the baby boomer statistics, how many people are turning 65. Many of you probably are working some of those leads on a day in and day out basis. But we all know longevity is a much greater concern today because of better health care, a lot of different things that you can sort of incorporate into it. But there's almost a 1 in 3 chance that if you sit down with a couple who's age 65, that at least one of those individuals are going to live to age 95. Those weren't concerns that the clients that you're sitting down with today that maybe their parents or their grandparents had, but they're things that we need to be talking about that can definitely impact a comfort level of a client's ability to live comfortably through retirement. Another statistic, again, very few pension plans out there today. So much more of the retirement puzzle is being placed on the shoulders of the consumer. What can they save throughout their working days, whether that be in a 401k, through a life insurance policy, those types of vehicles. But at the end of the day, they know whatever they've accumulated is pretty much all that they're going to have in their retirement days. And again, think about market volatility, which we'll address here in terms of the opportunity in another slide or two. But if we can start locking in some of those assets, protecting those principles, protecting the gains over the last couple of years, while also giving a lot of additional benefits, we got some real good advanced sales strategies that we can focus on and products and benefits that we can bring to our consumers. And I'll close over sort of the opportunity of this $600 billion type bubble that we're looking at about the impact of sequence of returns. And you see on the slide in front of you, we've got two consumers, Portfolio A, Portfolio B. Same initial premium, $500,000, same average return of 6%, same annual income withdrawal of $30,000. But at the end of 11 years, Portfolio A is $292,000, whereas Portfolio B is over $562,000, so almost a $271,000 difference. And think about that impact. Think about that concern when we talk with clients that might want to create a legacy. They might want to help grandchildren go through college, or maybe they have medical emergencies, or they need a new roof. If they've got assets that have full market exposure, which is what happened in Portfolio A, an initial decline of 12, 12, and 10 in the first 3 years as opposed to the last 3 years, it significantly impacted the flexibility that they had and the assets that they had to lean on throughout retirement. So I say that, and I'll close it by taking a look at the slide in front of you. We've had a nice run over the last 4 or 5 years. Yes, a lot of volatility, but at the same time, a lot of highs, a lot of new highs in terms of investment type vehicles. But let's go back to 2008, 2009. And if you had a client or you knew somebody that retired 2008, 2009, 2010, and they had those assets with full market exposure, I can assure you, unless they were in the top 2, 3, 5% of income earning people throughout their lifetime, that impacted their retirement plan. That impacted the dollars that they had to live on retirement. That impacted what they were able to do throughout their retirement years. So let's be having those conversations and make sure we're bringing that up, because as you see on the last slide in front of you, if that happened to a client, just to get back to the dollar amount that they were initially at can take a significant amount of time depending on the downturn that they experienced with those assets. And again, that even is made even more, the strength of that story is made even more if we're talking about a client who's ready to take income. It's going to take even longer to overcome the impact of a downturn in the marketplace, which we can 100% address with the products that we've got to offer and the strategies we've got to talk about over the next 20 minutes or so. So now what I want to do is circle into quickly into the Phoenix portfolio. As we mentioned, we're going to talk about each one of the products. But what we've done is we felt with the risks and the concerns that a client might have, we want to give you a four-corner offense to address those needs. And we feel those needs are accumulation, income, care, and family. And what we've done at Phoenix is design a portfolio that addresses each one of those needs and is meant to be an industry leader depending on what concerns that client might have. You can see on the slide in front of you, personal income annuity was really designed to be a leader in the income space. With personal protection choice, you've got family and care, and then we've got a nice accumulation product as well. But what we're going to do is dive into personal income annuity, personal protection choice, look at a couple of advanced sales strategies that I know are being used successfully with advisors today, and give some of those secrets or ideas and share them with you today. So with that said, first and foremost, I want to give you a quick high level of personal income annuity. This is the #1 selling product inside of our portfolio and one of the leaders in the industry as a whole in terms of income, generating a guaranteed income stream that the client can never outlive. Quick product features, and again, I'm not going to go through these. At the end of the presentation, obviously we'll give you the phone numbers for Levinson & Associates as well as our sales desk, and we can dive into each one of these products into a little bit more detail. But for the sake of time and the sake of your schedule, want to obviously show you it's a product that issues 0 to 85. You got a 95 basis point charge for the rider, and it's all designed on a 10-year chassis with a full account value at death. What's the target market for personal income annuity? What we're really doing is we're looking for maximum clients who are looking for maximum guaranteed lifetime income. Or put another way, let's say we've got a client that has an income number that they're looking for. With personal income annuity, because it's a leader in the guaranteed income space, this is the product that's going to use the least amount of your client's assets to get them to the income number that they need. And at the end of the day, it's going to ensure there's enough income to maintain lifestyle throughout that client's retirement. What are some key questions that you could be asking if maybe you're not familiar with selling annuities that can help position the personal income annuity? As we talked about and we looked at the opportunity, first and foremost, how much of your lifetime savings and retirement income do you or can you afford to risk losing? If 2008, 2009 happened again, would that impact your retirement plan? Again, these are great questions. Just get the client talking, get the client thinking, because we've got products and strategies that are really there to address these needs. So how does personal income annuity work? Obviously, you've got as you see, it's designed to be a leader in the income space. So we offer you 2 income riders that you elect with your client at issue. And what we're going to do is either do income today for a client looking to turn on income within the first 36 months, or income tomorrow for a client that's maybe got a little bit longer in deferral. With income today, we're going to give that client a 30% bonus on their benefit base at issue. So they come in with a $100,000 premium, their benefit base, which is technically that fictitious amount of money that Phoenix uses to calculate the guaranteed lifetime income stream, is $130,000. Client doesn't turn on income in the first 12 months, and they do have the ability to turn it on as soon as 30 days after issue. But if they don't in the first 12 months, we're going to give another 7.5% benefit-based bonus. And if they don't turn on income in the first 24 months, we're going to add another 7.5% bonus, giving you the full 45% bonus to the benefit base. Let's take a client with a little longer deferral. So maybe they're not going to turn on income until 3, 5, 7 years down the road. At that point in time, we're going to use our income tomorrow rider, and instead of giving you a strong upfront bonus, what it's going to do is give you a great roll-up of 14% simple per year for up to 10 years, with the ability to re-up for another 10 at a guaranteed floor of 3. So again, a lot of different flexibility, and that's what you're going to see in a couple of the sales strategies that we talk about here in another minute or two. But as I mentioned, Phoenix Personal Income Annuity is one of the leaders in the guaranteed income space. What we've got the ability to do is show a side-by-side comparison based on premium and issue age of the client. We're going to show you what the payout factors for income today versus income tomorrow are in a side-by-side illustration, so you can sit down and start talking about timing, start talking about other things with your client in terms of when they want to turn on their guaranteed income stream or when they're looking to retire. But we're also a leader in this space. As you see on the slide in front of you, first and foremost, as I can't hammer home enough, with our product, with our income riders, you're able to turn on income as soon as 30 days after issue. Most of our competitors out there, as you see on the slide in front of you, do not offer that ability. You generally have to defer at least 1 year, if not 2 or 3 years, before turning on income. You can also see for clients issue ages 63, 65, 67, 70, where we compare with a 2-year wait versus some of the leading guaranteed income stream products out there. Personal income annuity, you won't go wrong with your client by positioning this product to maintain or to generate an income stream with that individual. So let's quickly transition that product and talk about a couple strategies that you can utilize. Again, I know the numbers could be different, the situations could be different, but really what I want to do is show you the flexibility that you've got with this product. So first off, we're going to look at a 4x4 strategy. And what we've done is taken our personal income annuity, client age 65 has $100,000, and we've elected the income tomorrow strategy, or that 14% roll-up. Then what we do is after the first contract year, we use our 10% free liquidity, and we take out a 4% withdrawal to give that client a little bit of income. So $4,000 based off of the initial deposit. Then each and every year for the next 7 years, we're going to increase that 4% withdrawal 4% to help with inflation, to help with additional costs, whatever that may be. So at the end of the 8th contract year, that client had taken out $5,264 in that year. Then beginning year 9, we're going to turn on our guaranteed income withdrawal benefit, and we're going to generate a lifetime income stream of $6,752 for that client for the remainder of their life, or almost a 30% increase from that last withdrawal we had by just utilizing that partial free amount. So again, the numbers might be different, the situations might be different, but what I want you to see with this strategy is there is a ton of flexibility with this product. And how are we able to have a 30% increase from the last withdrawal by turning on our lifetime income? It's because even though we were using our partial free withdrawal, our benefit base was still growing at 14% less that withdrawal. So you can see by having an industry-leading roll-up amount, it gives you a lot of different flexibility, a lot of different planning that you can do in sitting down with a client of when it's best to start turning on income versus taking a partial withdrawal. Let's look at another concept, and that's our Social Security solver. Here what we've got is a couple age 65, 62 expecting to take out $30,000 a year for Social Security, through Social Security. Husband passes away just before turning income, and their payouts are reduced to $1,500 for the surviving spouse. If that client ended up living to age 86, an additional 24 years, that $12,000 per year shortfall would grow out to almost $290,000. So how can we use personal income annuity income tomorrow to help overcome that? Well, what we've done here, obviously, taken a client age 62, which was a surviving spouse, and we've got a little higher premium, $275,000 on this. Maybe that comes from a life insurance benefit, or maybe it comes from other assets that we can now reposition since the situation has changed and one of the spouses has passed away. We're going to use our 10% free withdrawal, which is available as soon as 30 days after issue, and we're going to take out $12,000 per year for the first 7 years or until that client turns age 80. So that, using the partial free withdrawal, we've been able to overcome that shortfall that they had. Then, because the benefit base has been growing at 14% simple per year less that withdrawal, when that client turns age 70, they now have roughly an $18,200 lifetime benefit with the personal income annuity. So again, hopefully what you see with this product is a lot of flexibility, a lot of different things that you can address or talk about with this strategy and with this concept. Now quickly want to transition, again, I know something if you're working with Levinson & Associates that you talk about on a consistent basis, and that's the rising cost of healthcare, things that life insurance, long-term care type products can address. But a lot of times we have clients that maybe never thought about this, and now they're not healthy enough to qualify, or maybe they don't have the assets to guarantee an income stream as well as some other benefits. So what we've done with our personal protection choice is develop a product that's going to address all of those concerns and really help you maximize those clients' assets. Quickly, from a high-level standpoint, as you see issue age on the product is really designed a lot like personal income annuity, 0 to 85. You've got income today, income tomorrow, 10% free liquidity, 10-year contract design. But what you've got with this product is a product that's designed to hit a target market of somebody who's looking to maximize the benefit of the client's dollars. $, for those of you who's reading along with me. We're looking for somebody that's looking for strong, guaranteed lifetime income stream, but also is looking to get some additional benefits with healthcare costs, with creating a legacy that, again, they might not be able to afford or qualify for at this point in time. So how do we do that with the personal protection choice? First and foremost, we give you the option to elect the income today, income tomorrow rider. Once you do that, you've got the ability to attach a care benefit as well as an enhanced death benefit or a family protection rider, or all three. So you see, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with our income today, income tomorrow, but you've got the same roll-ups, up to 45% with income today, 14% simple with income tomorrow. The difference is, with personal income annuity, what we're looking at is a maximization of income. So if the concern or the need of the client is maximization of income, personal income annuity is going to be the solution every day of the week. If the client's looking for some additional added benefits, what you've got is with this rider, you're going to see the guaranteed income streams be about 3 to 5% less than what you saw with personal income annuity. And reason is you now have the ability to attach a care protection or an enhanced benefit for care with the personal protection choice product. What it's going to do for a client who goes into a nursing home, It's going to take that guaranteed lifetime income benefit and enhance it by up to 250% for 5 years, or as long as the client qualifies that they're still in a qualified nursing facility. This benefit is going to pay that enhanced amount even if the account value has been depleted to zero. And let me say that again, because it's a real distinguisher with our product versus most other out there in the open marketplace. If the account value has been depleted to zero because the client has been taking income for a significant amount of time, our benefit is still going to pay that 250% as long as the client is still in a nursing home for 5 years, regardless of that fact. If the client's not able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs, maybe they're not in a nursing home, they have a family member or qualified physician taking care of them, we're going to enhance that income amount by up to 175%, again, payable for up to 5 years. So a real nice benefit to help with the costs of care, to help the client that might not have gotten these benefits at a point in time when they could qualify. In addition to that, you have the ability to attach this enhanced death benefit feature. And what this is going to do is it's going to take their premium and it's going to grow it at 10% simple through age 70, 5% simple age 71 to 85 for a maximum of 10 years. So let's take a client who's age 60, $100,000. At age 70, as long as they haven't taken any withdrawals and they have this enhanced rider on here, they're going to have a $200,000 lump sum death benefit payable to the beneficiary. And I stress the words again, lump sum, because again, we're one of the only carriers, if not the only one out there in the market today, that's going to pay you the full enhanced death benefit in a lump sum to the beneficiary. They don't have to take it out over 3 or 5 years to get the full amount. They're getting it at time of passing of the contract owner. Again, a real nice benefit with this product. Again, you can do a combination of income, care, and family, any duration as long as you attach the income on there. And the best part about it is there is no underwriting, no MIBs. If the client is, these benefits are available in that client's issue state, they've got the ability to attach these riders or these features to the product. Quickly wrapping things up before we get into a couple of positioning strategies with the personal protection choice. Yeah, again, we're going to run an illustration. We're going to show you the benefits depending on which ones you elect, and we're going to put them side by side so when you're sitting down with a client, you've got all the numbers in front of you. But now I think one of the most powerful strategies that we've got with the personal protection choice is a quick enhancement of that 4x4 strategy we showed you with personal income annuity. Here, same scenario. We've got a client age 60 with $100,000. We're going to take a 4% withdrawal after the first contract year of $4,000 and increase that by 4% for the next 7 years. Then beginning year, contract year 9, because the benefit base has been growing again at 14% simple, we're going to turn on our guaranteed income amount, and we've got an income, a guaranteed lifetime income of $5,626. Now look, if the client goes into a nursing home at any point in time after that, they've got over a $14,000 benefit payable to them for up to 5 years as long as they're in a nursing home. If they're not able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs, but they don't go into a nursing home, they've got a benefit of almost $10,000 payable again for 5 years as long as they still qualify by not being able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs. Last but not least, and I think another one of the strengths of this product that really helps hammer this home for a client that's got some concerns, or they've got a select amount of assets to utilize, but they're trying to address a lot of different concerns or risks. Despite the fact that we've taken out 35%, give or take, of the initial premium over the first 8 years of the contract, if that client were to pass away, they have a almost $114,000 lump sum benefit payable to the beneficiaries. So again, we've given that client a very competitive income amount, but we've also got them a very nice care benefit enhancement, as well as a lump sum death benefit that's larger than the premium they put in, despite the fact that they've taken out a large portion of those initial assets. So I think when you sit down and you show a client the benefit and the strengths of the personal protection choice, it's a home run for any client that maybe, again, didn't think about or didn't think they would need these types of benefits, and now they're not in a position to address all of these different needs. Last but not least, I want to wrap things up today. Everything that we've talked about today, those are guarantees. When we run an illustration, as long as a client doesn't take an excess withdrawal on the product, those are guarantees built into the product. The great thing about the portfolio today now too, though, is we've got the ability to talk about growth strategies. First and foremost, you've got 5 different strategies based off of the S&P 500. And as you can imagine, because we've been in sort of a bull market for the last 4 or 5 years, these strategies have performed well. But let's say we hit a period in time and we have the equities market that takes a tumble for a couple months, for a period of time where there's a pullback. You can imagine these types of strategies are obviously not going to perform as well as they have. So what we've developed at Phoenix is a proprietary Credit Suisse Tactical Multi-Asset Index. We've got a 1- and a 2-year strategy, and I want to point that out because I think it speaks volumes. A lot of times when you look at some of these proprietary indexes out there today, they're a 3-year reset or a 5-year reset. And although from a pricing standpoint, that can be beneficial from a cap standpoint, what have we talked about and what's our industry focus today? A lot of it is on income guarantees, isn't it? Well, if we've got a client that's drawing down income on an annual basis, but they're not replenishing their account value except every 5 years, we're actually replenishing it on a depleted asset. So by having a 1- and a 2-year reset, we're giving the client, first off, some great guarantees in the product, but if they are taking income or drawing down the account, we're also replenishing that account, hopefully at a faster rate to help overcome that, to have some assets remain in that account value. How does this strategy work, and what's the benefit of the Credit Suisse Tactical Multi-Asset Index? Well, you can see some of the jargon that they use in terms of how this is developed and how it's done. But the strength of this index, as you see on the bottom, there are 10 different ETFs that comprise the Credit Suisse Index. These ETFs are allocated between 4 different non-correlated asset classes. So we've got equities. We've also got commodities such as gold. We've got real estate, and we've got fixed income or debt. But the strength in this index is that non-correlation factor. And let's say the equities market is down. Let's say we hit a period of time where we go through a bear. What you're going to see, because you can never have more than 40% exposure into any one of the asset classes, and that's nothing you have to worry about. That's something that's managed within this index, but never more than 40% exposure to any one asset class. If the equities market is down, you're going to see assets transitioned over into commodities, real estate, fixed income. So in a down market or a flat market, this index, this proprietary index to Phoenix that you've got exclusively through Levinson & Associates, is really set to design to outperform a lot of other indexes that are out there in the open marketplace. Take a quick look from an illustrative standpoint. Again, we'll show you all the guarantees. You saw some of those strategies. We're also going to give you sort of some strategies that depending on how you allocate, we're going to show you the most recent, best, and worst 10-year periods. And you can compare these versus the S&P. You can compare them on a 1- and 2-year chassis, but it gives you a great opportunity to sit down with a client, position these products, talk about the flexibility, talk about the strategies that you can do, talk about the strong guarantees, but also show them they've got some upside accumulation opportunity in these products. They're more than just being a guaranteed income stream type product. So with that said, I want to wrap things up here over the next couple seconds and quickly be remiss, obviously, as we've talked today. Personal income annuity, personal protection choice, products that are written on Phoenix Life Insurance Company paper. We're a proud company, a leader in the industry in terms of a lot of firsts. We've been around for over 160 years. As you see in front of you, we actually insured Abraham Lincoln, and really why that's important is because we paid out the claim. But we're an organization and a carrier that's been around for a long period of time. We're proud of our history. We're proud of giving you industry-leading products so at a client's time of need, whether that be retirement, care, or death, you've got benefits that you can go to them and say, look, these products, they're here, they stand behind them, and they're doing what we said they would do. So last but not least, a quick recap. As we mentioned, personal income annuity, a leader in the maximization of lifetime income or using the least amount of a client's dollars to get them the income they need, while packaged within the overall benefits of an index annuity. No risk to principal, no risk to accumulation locks in, tax deferral, personal protection choice, maximization of coverage, guaranteed strong income while also giving added protection without any underwriting. Again, all maintained within the overall benefits of an indexed annuity. So again, I want to thank Bill and Joe for the opportunity to be on the call today. Hopefully you saw a strategy or an idea or a concept that will help you close more sales or go to some prospects. And I'll throw it back to you guys in Florida. And again, appreciate the time, the opportunity to be on the call today.
Yep, great job, Jake. We appreciate it. And one thing that I know Jake really can't talk about are commissions. And I will say this, the Phoenix products are awesome. You can see the value added here. The commissions are also at the top of the complete annuity carrier list. So they're very, very impressive. We will send you out annuity commission grids if you would like. So just let us know if you're interested, and we will get you up and running. So again, great job, Joe, Jake. We appreciate it. And the winner of the 10 free exclusive mortgage protection leads is Clifford M. That's Clifford M. We will email you your free batch of leads today. Once again, thank you again for participating and spending the afternoon with us. You will receive an email within 24 hours with all of the information that we spoke about. Have a wonderful rest of the week, a great weekend, and good selling. Take care.